Hello, my amazing artists. In this video, we will finish our Karla Gerard inspired landscapes. So before, we have already drawn our 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional houses, and we have created our background using oil pastel and watercolor. And now here's the fun part. We are going to collage our little houses onto our landscape. So I want you to choose about 20 houses and make sure that you have a variety. So you want some of your houses to be big, you want some to be medium sized, and you want some to be really small. We will place these in different areas of our composition to create space. Make sure you use your best cutting skills when cutting out these houses. So after you cut them out, let's organize them. Your biggest houses will be in the front, which is the foreground of our landscape. Your medium-sized houses will be in the middle ground of your landscape. And those teeny tiny little houses are going to be in the very back, which is the background of your landscape. So this is going to be a collage, and a collage is when we take paper, we cut it out, and we glue it on other paper. So you'll be gluing these houses down, but first it's always wise to choose where in your composition you're going to place them. So my biggest houses will be in the foreground. My middle houses, I get to choose where to put them, but they're going to be higher up on the page, and it's going to create the illusion that it's further away in space. Now I'm going for variety, so I want some of my houses to be one direction, some facing the other direction. When I stagger them and have some higher and some lower, it also creates the illusion of space. And it kind of looks like they're sitting on these hills there. Now this is abstract, so of course it's not going to look like a photograph, but where we place them in our composition is important. Also, when you're thinking of variety, maybe think of how tall your houses are, how short they are, how wide they are, or even their depth. How far back in space do they look? All this is going to create some different variety, and that just makes our artwork more interesting and fun to look at. And let's move on to the background. So your smallest houses are going to be highest up on the page, which will make them appear to be furthest away in space. Now notice, artist, I have not used any glue yet. All I am doing is planning my composition. Where are the houses going to go? Once I have decided where they belong, then I will glue them. Speaking of glue, we will use liquid glue for this. So you have to twist the top part of your glue bottle, and you know it's open if there's a little gap between the head and the neck there of your glue bottle. And then the best way to do this is you're going to glue one house at a time. So take one of your houses off, flip it over. You're going to very carefully outline the shape of your house with the glue. But notice I went inside the edge a little bit. That way, when I turn it over and I place it on my paper to glue it, the glue won't squeeze out and get on my paper. And then walk your fingers around. This is going to allow the glue and the paper to settle in together and bond. And this is called grab time. So you want to make sure that you give each house plenty of grab time. If you don't, your houses will fall off. So go around the border again, or the edge of my house. See that? I'm actually on the inside a little bit to make sure my glue doesn't ooze out of the sides. Turn it back over, set it down, and now walk your fingers around, having some grab time, and you're just gonna keep repeating. Now artists, if some of the glue does ooze out, it's very easy to fix. All you need is a little piece of a paper towel, and you're just going to dab it. Now you don't really want to rub it, you just want to dab like a sponge, and that will help take away some of that excess glue. Now you want to go kind of quickly if that happens. Try to clean it up as soon as you notice, otherwise it might dry and you won't have time to dab it. And there you go, artists. Now we can tell that there is a foreground, a middle ground, and a background to this landscape. I hope you have fun creating your very own Karla Gerard landscape, and I can't wait to see what you make.